Well, folks, this guy here, he was played high level football. He played for the University of Syracuse when Syracuse was winning some games there, and also competed in a different sport, wrestling at the same time, which is a lot of people don't know how difficult that is to be a two sport guy and to maintain your grades, which you were able to do, which shocks me.
Yeah, really shocks me too. No, it was I was lucky because really, if I hadn't have gone to Syracuse, I probably would have never gotten the wrestling business. My recruiter was Tom Coughlin, who was, former New York Giants and the Jaguars coach. He recruited my area in upstate New York, and I went there and just on a football scholarship. And they also kind of recruited me to wrestle, but I said when I got there, I'm just going to play football. So I kept running into this guy that was at the state tournament, John Janiak. He was a two-time All-American for Syracuse. And they kept seeing me. He told, just come down and roll around with our heavyweight. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I see him on campus almost every other day. So finally I said, okay. It was before we started winter workouts for football. So I went down, and the heavyweight was a fifth-year senior, and he was also a football player. But I started rolling around, and we had scrimmage and stuff. And I told Janie, I think I can beat this guy. And he goes, well, challenge him to a wrestling. And I said, all right. And so I did. I pinned him, and he quit. So they go, you want to go to Florida over Christmas break? And I said, hell yeah. So that's how I started wrestling, and it was great. We had a ball, and it's just how it worked out. And then later, at a wrestling banquet, I played with some great players: Art Monk, Joe Morris, Craig Wolfley, Jim Collins, and we had good teams, but we didn't really win a lot because we had shitty coaches. So it was an experience though, because once I did the wrestling, at a wrestling banquet, I met Dick Beyer, the Destroyer, and he came up to me after the banquet and he goes, you ever think about getting into pro wrestling, kid? And I said, no, I don't know anything about it, because back those days, WWE showed in my area, but it didn't show till like 11:30 at night, like on a Friday night. So I just wasn't aware of it. So he goes, well, start watching the TV. So I did, and he finally took me to Germany, and that was the first place I ever got in the ring.